Hello Hivers, welcome to Honeybee Stamping Hive, where creative buzz is always in the air. I am Tashana Lundy, your independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Florida, serving customers all over the United States. Today we're going to be working with the Good Morning Magnolia stamp set and the Celebrate Sunflowers. The Magnolia is a double box case stamp set because it's very big. It has a lot of images, and also it has a coordinating die set, but we're not using that. We're just going to be using this sentiment here, but we are going to be using a few things from this stamp set, okay? So we're going to go ahead and get started. I have prepped a lot of things ahead of time. The first thing we're going to do is stamp on this image here. This cardstock. What this is three 1/2-inch strips of cardstock that I just glued down to a piece of Whisper White. I just glued it down like this. You want to make sure that you push and close up all the gaps so there's no white showing between the three different strips of cardstock. And I cut it at a 1/2 inch by 4, and the white is a little bigger. And then once this is dry, you just cut all the white off, and then I will cut it down to 3 3/4, because I just made it a little longer just in case, you know, sometimes the cutting is not exact. So I have everything set up on my Stamparatus because that's what we're going to be using today. We're going to be doing some heat embossing. So I am going to get this in here. And like I said, everything has already been set up because I have made a whole set of these cards. I am using all 5 in colors. This is the Magenta Madness color. Let me put this back where it belongs. So I've made 4 cards already. I'm going to get my Versamark ink and ink up my stamps here. We're doing the sunflower and the enjoy today's sentiment. There is some getting on this one, but I'm not worrying about it because it's not going to stamp on my cardstock. Make sure everything is lined up where I want it, and it's not. Let me see. I think I have it upside down. It shouldn't matter, but it's not lining up. So let me see. There it is. Yeah, I guess it did matter. So I'm just going to press this down really good. And hopefully we got a good image. So we're going to move this to the side for now, because we are going to bring it back. Get some scrap paper, my white embossing powder. Just put that all over. I have some tweezers here to pick this up so I don't make a mess of my image. If I can get my tweezers under there. There we go. Okay, and I have a paintbrush that I'm just gonna get this extra embossing powder off. Okay, whew. Just put this there for a second while we get, this is a lot of powder. I wanna get this back inside of the container so we won't make a mess with that. Done with that, get this out of the way. We don't want any mistakes. I'm gonna clean this off, get some of this stuff out of the way. We're gonna get the heat tool. It's gonna get loud, but here we go. Okay, now we're all done with that. We'll set this to the side to let it cool off. Okay, now let's get started on the main part of the card. Let's see. Oh, I'm looking for my Stamparatus and it's right here in my face. So we're gonna sit this. Oh, I know what I'm doing wrong. This goes down here. I just want to check my position. And then I'm going to ink this everything up in the Memento Black. Not everything. We don't need the Enjoy today, but it doesn't matter if I stamp it or not. So I'm not going to try to cover it up when I'm inking up. I want to get good coverage of the ink. I'm pressing firmly, trying not to rock the stamps. And there we have it. That's all the stamping done. So we'll move that out of the way. Okay, now the next thing we need to do is glue this onto here. Okay, so let's get our liquid glue. Where did I put it? Oh, it's right here. And we're going to be very generous with the glue because, as you can see, this is a little warped from the heating. So you want to make sure you put plenty of adhesive. So if you use the liquid glue or your Stampin' Seal Plus or the tear and tape, because you want to make sure that this stays down flat. Okay, then I'm just going to line it up with this image. I can see the circle part of the inside. That's what I'm lining it up with. Just make sure it's on straight. Press that, hold it for a second. There we go. Okay, and then I have a piece of the Magenta Madness cardstock. This is, I think, 5 1/8. Let me see. Yeah, I think it's 5 1/8. I can't remember. 5 1/8 by 3 7/8, I believe. Not gluing that, I'm gluing this. So this is 5 1/4. No. This is, the white is 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. The magenta is 5 1/4 by 4. Oh my goodness. So I just wanted an eighth of an border instead of a 1/4 inch. If I can get my words out today. Then for my base, I have Thick Whisper White, and that is cut at 11. What did I cut that at? Cut it at 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. Scored at 4 1/4. Okay, and then we're just gonna put this here. Then I have the In Color 2020-2022 enamel dots, and we are just going to pop a couple on with our Take Your Pick tool. I have one up here and two down here. Oh my, I forgot a step. I forgot a step. We're gonna do it. I should have done this before I adhered anything together, but we're gonna still do it. I have the Stampin' Right marker, and I'm just gonna flick some color onto the base of this card, on the front of the card. I should have done this before I adhered it, because I only wanted it on this white layer, the top white layer. Okay, we have one more thing to stamp. We're gonna set this to the side. I have the envelope, and we're gonna stamp an image on the envelope using the Magenta Madness ink and the small sunflower. And that is it. That's the card. Let me show you the other ones. We have all the colors. We have the Bumblebee, Just Jade. Now the Just Jade and the Cinnamon Cider, I use Celebrate from the Itty Bitty Greetings. And I didn't really like the way it was looking, so that's why I changed to the Enjoy Today. And this is the Misty Moonlight. And they all have their coordinating envelopes. Okay. So we are going to pop this into one of our acetate card boxes. They come in a set of 10. They can hold up to about 5 cards with 5 envelopes, depending on how much embellishment you put. And I decorated this to match our cards. And I just used the coordinating sunflower dies. That goes with the Celebrate sunflower stamp set. Okay. So we're just gonna add our cards into the box here. Whoop. Sorry, I know I'm off camera a little bit, but I was bending the envelope. I had to bring it closer to see. And there we go. That's our box set of cards with the In Colors for the 2020 to 2022 In Colors are the ones that I used here. And again, we used the Good Morning Magnolia. Okay, and again, we used the Good Morning Magnolia stamp set. The sunflower dies, the sunflower dies, and the Celebrate Sunflower stamp set. Okay, that is all I have for you today. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. And as always, I want to thank you for buzzing by the Hive today. Until next time, buzz you later. Bye.